This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for November 17th, 2020, Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern. As you're all experiencing, there are a lot of energies and frequencies higher than ever before on this planet, by far. Extremely advanced frequencies. Where are they coming from? The collective consciousness, us, as part of the collective consciousness. These are generating, and this is what happens when a civilization, parts of the civilization begin to move more into an ascending action. We're always ascending, but when you hit spots where your ascension is more accelerated, as you surrender the last vestiges of third dimensional heaviness, which is basically a choice for each of us. Our minds are creating all of our stressful feelings. And anytime stress enters our bodies, it is highly recommended that all of us take a deep breath and command all the tension to leave our bodies. Immediately let go of this. It's a tight, clinging energy. I know we all feel it in different ways. Some of us will ignore it, try to blow it off. But it's a tight, clinging energy. And breathing in and trusting through our heart, minds, our feelings about life. Our breath is a natural stress reliever. And it eventually reconnects us with the deep, peaceful river of bliss at the core of our very essential being. So all we do is we just keep reminding ourselves to breathe now, O wise one. So you say to yourself, breathe now, O wise one. This is an ego mind statement. It is a heart-mind understanding and feeling of who and what you are. Breathe now, O wise one. Many of us on this planet are in a box. I talk about it a lot. And a lot of people don't know how to get out of the box. I've talked to a lot of inventors and creators and visionaries who have been able to leave the box. You feel ecstatic that there is no end to life. And when you have reached the top of one peak, and I'm sure you've all noticed this, suddenly another peak starts giving each of us challenges, a higher one, or a more arduous climb, a more dangerous reach. The day we have reached that, our peak, other peak, another emerges. It is peaks upon peaks upon peaks, an eternal Himalaya of life, Osho. And it is. And it's how we perceive it for ourselves, not how others perceive it for you. It's how you perceive it through the heart-mind. Every single one of us lives in some type of box. There is the one with the physical walls that take the shape of your room, your house, mansion, or hut. Then there's your metaphysical box, which is, some of you, if you don't know, the metaphysical is beyond physical. Okay? Beyond physical. And that's the metaphysical box, which holds some form of limiting beliefs and attitudes that are deeply impressed upon our consciousness. And it makes us think where you say, I can do this, and I definitely cannot do that. This is where each of us, and whatever the formation, the walls of your personal box have taken, don't judge it. Don't judge it. Don't judge it. Every single problem or limiting belief is there for a very, very, very special reason. They are personally designed by you to give your mind the illusion of confinement or a false sense of security. This way, you will develop a deeper longing and desire to explore this vast, infinite universe that is constantly expanding within each and every single one of us and all around us. There are quite a few people of this world who tend to always remain inside their homes, hypnotized by the TV their entire lives. They fear going outside in nature, facing the elements and experiencing the world directly. Depending on the day, they either love it or complain about it. Their sacred box has become their cozy nest on a lazy afternoon and their personal prison on some sleepless nights. People tend to either complain or brag about their box, have ready-made excuses for why they can't alter it, or simply ignore it and pretend they have no power over it. Notice which category, for yourselves, you tend to fall into. You're not judging yourself. Remember, you're always kind and gentle with yourselves because you're omnipotently, your core is divine perfection. So why would you be hard on yourself? So you notice, which one of these categories do you fall into? With over 8 billion people on this planet, you cannot help to find each one of them fascinating. There are those people who love their box, hate their box, are never satisfied with the size of their box, or continuously fretting about the cleanliness and organization of it. There are those who feel overwhelmed about their box because it's either too big or too small or too tall or just too narrow. And whatever the size and condition their box is in, it's safe to say that it is quite perfect for you. So our universe is brilliant, and it never, ever makes a mistake. There is always perfect order found within the seeming random chaos. Life is always working for each and every one of us, not against any of us. If you watch closely, you will notice your consciousness is always moving toward your enlightenment and never in the other direction. One thing that you can do to enlighten your life this week is to embrace your box and take the risk to step out of it and far into the unknown. Can you imagine what that would look like? Perhaps you would take a little adventure to meet the new neighbor who is just a tad beyond your comfort zone. Or you might drive far away and visit a new town you've never been to. Travel down a long, dusty country road you've never seen before and interact with new people you would never imagine reaching out to and connect with. It really doesn't matter what your friends, family, or society may say about what is crazy and what is sane. There's no judgment. No judgment is as important as participating in the expansion of your universe. What others deem as safe and predictable is often what leads one closer to being stale, boring, and inert or dead. So it's important to continuously challenge yourself and find peace with where you are right now. There is an essential balance contained within a truly happy life. And yet we, as mankind, tend to be creatures serving us and truly become an unstoppable light of love. Think about doing one thing this week that you were always afraid to do, yet have always wanted to do. You ever experience that? I think a lot of us do. There's a lot of things we'd like to do. We've always wanted to do, but we're always kind of, we're in that comfort zone, that circle, and we go, no, maybe one day. You leap across that raging river and into the peaceful love garden where the grass is growing much greener and bigger. Now, when you do, your mind and heart will have no other choice than to expand. Always remember that life is a constant maturing process that never ends. This is going to happen for you spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and yes, even physically, especially if you meditate on the source of love every night. If you're not taking vital steps each day towards living an amazing life that you love, you might as well move in with the mossy slugs down at the local pond. This is your life, and it's about you really being alive, not just kind of or sort of alive. You are here to really have fun. Let go of your fears and enjoy every day as much as you possibly can. Why not? Each of our lives are worth it, aren't they? Let's make this your special new life purpose for the rest of this year. Let go of all those problems that were spinning in your mind yesterday, day before, for those thoughts are not worth repeating again today. This is your one life, and you deserve to live it up. And this means you become an unstoppable ball of bliss for all to enjoy. It will, of course, be hard to take that very first step out of your box and into this new enlightening territory. Be patient with yourself. You'll start to believe in yourself more and more with each courageous step you take. Your box is your friend and your enemy. You can always slip back into it in the future, and most likely, you will. However, the more you can practice being aware of repetitive thoughts, stories, belief systems, dramas that cycle around in your head, the easier it will be to step out of them the next time around. Just realize that you have the power within you to create into reality, move energy into form, manifest anything new that you desire. So why not manifest a more liberated, empowered, and happier version of you? Everyone can say that you're crazy. That's fine and dandy. You can just whisper the secret to living large in their ear and laugh with them a little harder the next time you meet. The secret to living large in life is knowing your real nature, understanding that you are an infinite spiritual being, a soul who has a highly intelligent, all-powerful universe penetrating and surrounding you from all sides. This amazing intelligence runs through every atom and molecule that you can imagine, and it's always listening to your every thought, guiding your every breath. It is your very, very, very best friend of all, and it will never abandon you. Once you've given up on the idea that you are separate from it, you'll realize that all is good, on purpose, and divine. You'll know that the greatest power in the universe lives within you, within each and every one of us, and you no longer have to participate in life with fear. You can live in a complete 100% trust knowing that there is nothing to worry about, ever. This is what it takes to be an unstoppable, manifesting being who is naturally overflowing with joy, abundance, and effortless success every single day of your life. One final thing, and this is vital to understand, that everyone in your life is trying on some conscious or unconscious level to help you get out of your box. Every new person you meet is a potential best friend, and those who seem to be your enemy are simply your greatest teachers in disguise. So just take this moment to notice where your thickest walls and issues seem to exist in your mind. If you cannot seem to find or remember them, just think about who or what was a problem in your life last week. Then thank these illusions for giving you the experience of being separate from your real and light-free nature. For without these hindrances, you would never know what it feels like to become more conscious and evolve. We are constantly participating in the world of polarity, duality, and when you meet it consciously head-on, you transcend it all. So I invite you to take this day to be grateful for whatever box you are in, no matter what form it takes or how vague and convoluted it may seem, and appreciate it for what it is. Give it love, for it is the next essential step in your awakening journey towards experiencing the amazing, enlightened being that each and every single one of us truly are. And practice being 100% authentic. 100% authentic, that's not easy for some of us. And then on top of it, truthful and real with everyone. How many times do you feel frightened or fearful in your box, or you want to withdraw? You think things. Oftentimes we think things, but then our heart mind says, no, we don't need to say those. You see? Some of us don't think, and we say them anyway. People who feel insecure and powerless in this life are usually overly occupied with hiding how they truly feel. A truly confident being through the heart mind is unconcerned about the good and bad opinions of others. You ever met anybody like that? Sometimes they're taken wrongly. They're called names, and it irritates people because it's a part of you that you haven't visited much, where they just don't care. It's not that they're disrespecting you. They just don't care, truly. The truly confident beings are unconcerned about the good and the bad opinions of others. He or she is practicing authenticity because it feels good to be real. It simply feels liberating to not have to hide, and you can stop micromanaging life to be a particular way. And when we have zero fear about what others might think or say, we become naturally authentic, real, relaxed, and grounded in our spiritual nature. And the more that this authentic expression becomes a habit and your home base, then everything that is false and insecure will eventually fall away. You see how it works? The authentic being is one who has the courage to reveal whatever they cannot talk about. There is always this movement towards a deeper sharing. Even if they feel insecure about something. The vulnerability brings out an even deeper confidence from within. An authentic being knows that it's okay to feel pain, express hard emotions, and understands that stuffing is the greatest cause of suffering. And when we take the risk to be real, this truth-revealing energy bonds people together, eliminating the need for superficial games which keep people locked up in their ego. We can find the sweetest joy surfaces naturally from the most simple expression of our authenticity. So if you will, go to the place where you are not going to be interrupted, and I'm sure we all are. And the first thing that we care to do is relax our bodies. It's not that difficult. You communicate with your body every day. You may not know it, but the more you become cognizant of the fact that your body is very important to you as you experience this physical existence. So all of the things that we attract to ourselves, emotions, fears, frights, stress, anxiety, worry, hurry, all of this stuff. And the reason we feel so heavy sometimes and burdened is because picture yourself and you're walking, right? And you're walking on the sand. And it's a struggle to bring each foot in front of the other because behind you, you have all of these chains with these big bricks of metal that are so heavy, like a ball on a chain, that you got several of them that you're dragging with you through the sand, and it's arduous just to take one foot, drag it all, and put it in front of the other. You ever feel that way? You ever feel like it's like, holy cow, and you aren't consciously aware? So you keep doing it. We just keep doing it. We don't turn around and say, wait a minute, why am I dragging all this stuff? I don't need that. That's all. I've already, look at this. And so you tell the body, just relax it. You're the master and commander. The body's not. You are. So you turn and say, I no longer need this. There's no reason for me to carry it. And watch it vanish as you watch. You watch it. It just vanishes. Then you can run and jump like a gazelle, free, no burdens, no heaviness, and then begin to really celebrate your life every single second along the way in these physical forms. So the body relaxes, head to toe, inside out. Drop your shoulders, drop your face, loosen the jaw, and just relax everything head to toe. Let it all fall off. It really doesn't serve you any good at all. You've already experienced it over and over again. As you relax the body, you move into the now. When I was doing real astrology readings years ago, no one was ever in the now. They always wanted to be in the future or the past. No one really wanted to know now. They wanted to know future past. So what we do, we have a tendency in this civilization to ignore the now and only explore the future and the past. The funny thing is the past is gone. We've already experienced it in the now, so it's no more. And then the future's not there because we create the future in the now. Some of us will go in the past. We all do. We all reminisce and everything. But some of us will just stay there. And stay there and stay there. And we end up taking that past, as powerful as we are. We take the past, we bring it into a future that doesn't exist. We create the future out of that past, and we relive that past in that future. There's people right in this now doing that right now. Some of us will just continually wander off into a future that doesn't exist. So what do? In the now, you create the future. Because in the now, it's moment to moment, whatever you're doing now, moment to moment to moment. You could be picking a hangnail, but you're focused on it. You could be smiling or laughing, but you're focused on it. You could be crying, but you're focused on it. And in the now, we still the mind. We leave the mind in the now. We still the ego. We still the subconscious. The now is our way to moving out of the mind, leaving the mind alone. It's very powerful. How do we stay in the now? Space between heartbeats. Our breath. Our almighty, powerful breath. And the breath, you try to argue with yourself or others, which is futile. The breath is only in the now. It can't be, well, I'm going to take a past breath or a future breath. You can't. Only the now. And the breath is a lot more powerful than any of us give it credit for. When you feel yourself, and you should at this stage, understand that I'm not in the now. I'm wandering off into the future, wandering off into the past. How do I? Okay, so I will focus on my breathing. I don't care if you're getting ready to go to sleep. If your mind's going a mile a minute and you're off into the future and off into the past, and what's going to happen tomorrow and the next day and the next day, or back into the past, you focus on your breath. Listen to your breath. Listen to your breath. Each easy inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Listen to your breath. Focus only on the breath. And you'll stay in the now. It's not easy at first because we're so used to not being in the now. Okay? We're so used to the chatter and the noise that each of us are met with 24/7. But to practice, you'll soon be more in the now than you're not. Now, how do we move from this, the now, the relaxed body? We take our divine positive energy, which holds the kingdom of God, the universe that you are within, sustains the vessel that houses that, and that it houses the vessel. So we take this divine positive energy and we join it with our God, life, force, light, love, energy, our chi, our ki, our prana, and we merge them and bring them both up through the center of our bodies. And that our bodies are relaxed, and we're focused in the now, and we silence the mind, we move into stillness, and we begin to bring this pure energy up through the center of these energy vortexes, these chakras, the astral plane, the spirituality, the connection to the physicality, the root chakra, the red wheel of light, the Muladhara, career, money, mindset, sense of belonging. This represents our foundation and feeling of being grounded. It's at the base of the spine, the tailbone area. Emotional issues for us, survival issues such as financial independence, money and food. Physical association, spine, rectum, leg, arms, and circulatory system. Then we move to the sacral chakra, the orange wheel of light, the Vadhisthana, sexuality and pleasure. It is our connection and ability to accept others and new experiences. If you're not on the same page with yourself and you have an issue accepting yourself, how are you going to accept others as part of you? And how are you going to experience new experiences when you're afraid to experience over and over again in that box? Location is lower abdomen, about 2 inches below the navel and 2 inches in. Emotional issues are sense of abundance. Well-being. Pleasure. Sexuality. Physical association. Reproductive organs, kidneys, bowels, immune system. Solar plexus chakra. Manipura. Personal power and ability to channel. This is the yellow golden wheel of light. It's our ability to be confident and in the now of our life experience. The location is upper abdomen in the stomach area. Emotional issues, self-worth, self-confidence, and self-esteem. Physical association, central nervous system, pancreas, liver, digestive tract, skin. Heart chakra, emerald green wheel of light, anahata, love, relationships, and self-acceptance. This is our ability to love. It's at the center of the chest, just above the heart. Its emotional issue are love, joy, and inner peace. This is with ourselves. Physical association, heart, thymus, lower lung, circulatory system, immune system. Throat chakra, vishuddha, self-expression, blue wheel of light. It's our ability to communicate. It's located in the throat. Emotional issues, communication, self-expression of feelings, the truth, the honesty, the God, the pure consciousness. Physical association, thyroid, respiratory system, teeth, vocal cords. Then we move to the third eye chakra, the Ajna, intuition, sense of purpose and direction in this life. Third eye chakra, indigo wheel of light, our ability to focus on and see the big picture. Location is the forehead between the eyes, also called the brow chakra. Emotional issues, intuition, imagination, wisdom, ability to think and make decisions. Physical association, pituitary gland, eyes, sinuses. Then we move to the crown chakra, the violet wheel of light, the Sahasrara, connection to the divine. It's the highest chakra, and it represents our ability to be fully connected spiritually to the pure consciousness, to the God, to the universe that we are. Very top of the head, emotional issues are inner and outer beauty, how we perceive ourselves, our connection to spirituality, pure bliss, the God, the pure consciousness. Physical association, pineal gland, brain, nervous system. Now we have merged these two powerful, omnipotently powerful source liquid energy, and we bring it up to the top of the head. We condense it and compress it in a very brief period of time. I am light, I am love, I am. And they merge and are condensed into omnipotently powerful liquid energy. We release it over the pineal gland. This gland is very important to us while we're in these physical bodies. It has never been fully functional. It is only at a third capacity, if that, and that ends with this civilization. And as we release this pure, omnipotently powerful liquid energy, over it, and visualize this in your heart, mind's motion picture. You can see it however you see it. I see it as a rosebud, a green bowl, and I see this pure liquid energy literally igniting it into a fully bloomed, blossoming, massive rose, multicolored petals, a shimmering effect, sending out waves of harmonious bliss and connection to source. And it expands out, multicolored petals, beautiful fragrance. It is fully functioning for the first time in the history of the civilization. It is not suppressed. It is not being compromised. It is not being polluted. It is not being constricted. It is not being encased. It is fully functional. See it fully functioning in your heart minds motion picture. It is the gateway to all the particles of existence. It is the gateway to the astral plane and pure consciousness, the God and beyond. All of this that was once not available is now open to us all because we are part of it. It is no longer locked away. We are also conscious, aware, that we are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. And we're merged. We are aware that we are one. The body, the heart mind, even the ego mind, as our servants. The soul, the spirit, the higher self, the pure consciousness, the God, heaven on this earth. And every step we take, we create paradise. We have other parts of us, other reflections of other facets of us, all learning and teaching each other. Always. Celebration in the experience. We have the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes. We have the ascended masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda, Jesus, El Morya, Abundantia, Pel, Thoth, Yahweh, Yeshua, and many, many, many more. Now the archangels, they're a civilization that vibrates at a different frequency than we do. And we don't see them like we see each other. But boy, do we interact with them on a lot of different levels. But we're not really aware during the interaction most of the time. Only afterwards, it kind of dawns on us through the heart, mind within, the God, pure consciousness. Oh, that was an angel. That was great. Sometimes there's no message. Other times there is. It's just fun interaction. And it is a little slice of bliss. The bliss within us comes alive. Comes to the surface. Now, because of their vibrational frequency, they can have thousands, 50, 60,000 can surround any one of us at any one time because they can house a large number in a small area. And the ascended masters, they're the ones who have mastered ascension into body, out of body, hold God form, pure consciousness. We are mastering physical form, creating our experience in what we call life so that we can perfect our creation. And both of these are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. And we're all reflections of each other. Fascinating. All reflecting, little teeny mirrors reflecting each other. Learning constantly, experiencing constantly, endlessly. Well, we're compelled to call out to all the other facets and reflections of ourselves, aren't we? So we call out to all the light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond it, forever. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, in this forming of the circle of light. They come in the Gugaplexes. One Gugaplex fills this entire universe. They come in the trillions of Gugaplexes from every direction, and they are all with us now. We call upon all the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, beneath earth. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, the forming the circle of light. And they come in the billions, and they're with us now. We call upon all the off-worlders, all of the galactics, all of the celestials, only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, the forming of this circle of light, liberation entirely of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya. Now we're only familiar with a handful of them. Over 1,000 travel through this solar system every single day. Trillions travel throughout the universes every single day, if you want to call it a day. Now, the ones that we're somewhat familiar with, this includes all the levels and species of these civilizations, the good, the not so good, and the bad, understanding that only the highest of the highest high frequencies of deep eternal love and gratitude and consciously aware of this can be here in this meditation and the liberation of all of us in this planet. So we have the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Andromedans, the Arcturians, the the Zeta Reticuli, the feline, the Gray, the Nord, the Draco, the Reptilian, the Golden Pyramid, the Avian, many, many, many more. They've been assisting us in our evolution, in our enlightenment, in our ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And they're with us now. We call upon all of our loved ones, all those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest and deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation of forming the circle of light. They come in the billions and they are with us now. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, this meditation, this liberation, and the forming of this circle of light. We're only familiar with a handful of them. Barely. And they come in shapes, sizes, colors, forms, configurations, which many we've never, ever, ever seen before. And the light familiarity we do have through the heart mind are the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, and the minotaur. Many, many, many more. And they come in the trillions, and they are with us now. We're all together, all parts of each other, all the one. A massive liberation and uplifting of vibrational frequencies and harmonies of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this civilization on it, in it, above it, below it. Arm in arm, hand in hand, all the gods together, one. We're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, abundance. Experience this in your heart mind's motion picture. See it. Experience it. Our God force, love, light, energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We immediately form a massive circle of light around the equator of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, in this liberation. This is our core essence. This is Source Creator. This is our love, light, energy. Omnipotently powerful. The light is so bright that it grays out the darkness of space. It would take over 1,000 billion suns in this solar system even come close to its radiance. It floods this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, perpetually. It floods, saturates, and bathes each and every one of us. All parts of us. The light and the dark. Flooding, saturating, bathing, increasing the vibrational frequencies and harmonies of the collective consciousness of this planet. We begin to ascend, levitate up above the planet, and as we do, we're met with a beautiful, massive, endless gossamer field. And it embraces all of us, saturates all of us, of reflections of all of us. Little teeny mirrors, vibrant, brilliant colors, flashing and sparking and sending different images of ourselves, experiences, back and forth, all over. On us, in us, above us, and below us, flowing everywhere. All of us assembled here in this liberation, in this meditation, in this now. We're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is our omnipotent power and understanding that we are the power of healing. We're met with the violet, blue, purple, flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is the column that reminds us all of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. We're met with the white fire. This is a column that reminds each and every single one of us that we are imbued eternally, perpetually, head to toe, inside now, with an impenetrable white fire armor. The purest of the deepest and the highest of eternal love and gratitude. Gentleness, kindness, generosity, and humbleness. It cannot be breached. It cannot be affected, moved, enticed, seduced at all from any external source, power at all. Cannot be. But only you have the power. That if you decide to lower your vibrational frequency low enough through hatred, anger, fear, anxiety, stress, manipulation, greed, deceptiveness, you will create a breach in your white fire armor. Just enough so that the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies can come flooding in. If you do decide to do this, whether consciously or unconsciously, you are met with the purple transmuting flame. This is a column that reminds all of us that we can bring in the purple transmuting flame. We can transmute these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies, which we have allowed in, into neutral light substance, and then sent to the pure consciousness where they are completely vaporized. We are then met with the violet ray. This is a column that reminds us all that we can bring in the violet ray right behind the purple transmuting flame, and we can cleanse, purify, rebalance, reset our vibrational harmony of deep eternal love and gratitude, sealing the breach, restoring our vibrational frequency of the highest high. We are then met with the golden light pink light. This is the column that reminds us all that we are the sunsets. We are the sunrises. We are the sunlight. We are the sun. We are the rain. We are the rainbow. We are the oceans, the lakes, the rivers, the streams, the creeks. We are the trees. We are the forest. We are the animals. We're the sky, the clouds. We're the mountains. We are everything. We continue to levitate above this planet, and some of us leave, if we're carrying physical form, we leave the physical form, we float effortlessly above it. We all see and feel this massive crystalline light tower. It's larger than the solar system that we've created. And in the center of it, we see this massive oblong sphere, and it's banded in this beautiful, vibrant, sparkling, colored light. In the center is a golden white, sparkling energy, a frequency. And it sends out these waves of warm mist that are glittering as they come and saturate our faces and move within us. And this is pure, deep, eternal love. And it saturates us all. And the bands of light around it, beautiful, vibrant colors, each one doing the same thing, warm mist, saturating. You can feel the mist kiss your face, and then absorb within you, head to toe. And each wave is different. The frequency of gratitude, of joy, of generosity, of humbleness, of bliss, abundance, prosperity, wonderful health, wonderful wealth, all continually misting and saturating and bathing all of us. Then we look at the top of this crystalline tower. We designed it so that the golden ocean can come cascading down 360 degrees, saturating all of us. In this deep eternal love and gratitude and total bliss and celebration of the liberation of this planet and the civilizations on it, in it, above and below it, into the higher and higher and higher frequencies of deep eternal love and gratitude. Now, we are all drops of this golden ocean. We all hold the essence of this golden ocean. The ocean is the drops are the ocean. There's no separation. It is only an illusion manifested by the illusion of the mind and the ego. We then see our meditative sphere at set center circle. This meditative sphere, we all created this sphere, moving toward 3 years ago with well over 1,000 meditations, all in perpetual motion, all with the highest of the highest high intent of deep eternal love, gratitude, peace, joy, prosperity, from all of us on and above, below, and off-world, throughout all existence, here as one in this meditation, in this now. This is why this meditative sphere that floods us all, saturates us all, perpetually, unendingly, in the deep eternal love and gratitude that we all are, is why it can be seen, heard, and felt, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. And this is why it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. Feel through your heart minds and become very silent and still, like you're a solid statue through this quiet time, not moving at all. Everything in your life will start to become crystal clear. And as the busy beings that we all are, it may not come easy at first to learn how to do this, but do absolutely nothing. And you will discover within this stillness and silence, there exists in each and every one of us such a tremendous freedom. You instantly find the courage to do whatever you want in this life. And this allows the adult in you to be childlike and playful again. I'll join you in the meditation and return to close us out. secret to living large in this life is knowing your real nature, understanding that you are an infinite spiritual being, a soul who has a highly intelligent, all-powerful universe penetrating and surrounding you from all sides. And this amazing intelligence runs through every atom and molecule that you can imagine. And is always listening to your every thought, guiding your every breath. It is your very best friend of all, and it will never, ever, ever abandon you. And once you've given up on the idea that you are separate from it, you'll realize that all is good, on purpose, and divine. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and to the following morning. We will be back here for the Time for Change call, Awakening, at 9 p.m. tomorrow night, Wednesday, November 18th, 2020. And our Global Guided Meditation call for Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern, November 18th, 2020.